Hello, guys. Welcome to this channel. Today, we want to talk about how you can become a designer at home. And becoming a designer entails that you have that confidence in yourself, that mindset that you have to become that creative person from the comfort of your home. So, Olibruku, get your table and chair. Let's get started. So, right now, one of the first things you want to be as a graphic designer, you take note of your design strategy using your color theory, your typography well, your layout and composition. When we talk about color theory from this color section, you see that there's a color wheel. This color wheel entails that you can't put a dull color and a dull color together. No, bright and dull colors work together. You can't use white and gray. No, you can use black and white. One dull, one bright. Then for those that are interested in fashion design, which is fashion, you can contribute to the fashion community in terms of learning how to sketch, how to fabric. There are softwares like Adobe Procreate, which can help in that. And then resources, you can, as a homemade graphic designer, your resources, your base resources are purely online. That is for you always. You can get certification from Coursera, Udemy, Skillshare. Not just Skillshare, you can also YouTube as well can also help you, because not just as you are viewing this video right now, you're also learning. Then let's dive into the next page. Now, to mastering these tools, you find two, three tools in this design industry for you to master. You can say you want to master Photoshop, Illustrator, and CorelDRAW. But for me, actually, I've been doing Photoshop and CorelDRAW for a while. I have a bit of Canva knowledge, but due to the drag and drop nature, I I normally do my creative journey from scratch, and then with couple with some inspirations I get from Pinterest, free pick, and other resource platforms for graphic designers. Then, as I said earlier, using for fashion design, Lisa Procreate, Adobe Fresco, and then sewing machine patterns. Those ones are for industrial base. They are purely for industrial base. And then these tools. This is Photoshop. This is Illustrator. This is After Effects. This is After Effects that specialize in motion graphics. This is InDesign. This is Lightroom for editing. This is Premiere Pro for video editing strictly, and this is CorelDRAW and Canva PC. Those they have similar tools. They have similar tools. Most of them use. That is the tools you probably see in CorelDRAW. You can also find them in Photoshop. Just like they are just similar. They are similar, and then their works are different. Let's say you want to transparency tool in CorelDRAW. The aspect of Photoshop you have is gradient. You'll be seeing gradient. You understand? Mhm. So over to practice and portfolio. For you becoming a graphic designer from home, that practice base is especially you need to practice always, guy. You need to practice with at least little project. Your practice is very, very important. It makes you become very good at what you do. You the more you practice, the more you tend to understand it. The lapses you had, you minimize those lapses to some point. The errors you were making before, and funny enough, each job comes with each struggles, each hurdles. One particular job comes with different. Laying a book is different from designing a poster or flyer. The next one is you share your work on Behance for people to see you and for you to get more jobs. You share your work. Social media stands the base. You understand? So you get your portfolio set, and your clients that are far back or like they are not close to you, They need your that portfolio of yours to trust you to some level before they can commit to giving you a job. And they have that to have that confidence that we are giving this job to the right person. That's it. And then you can also go as well as building a website. And then the website can also have your jobs there as well. That's it. And then the last, over to the last section. And then you have to work with others. Working with others, you join communities as well, and groups, LinkedIn. The essence of this is just for you to have to be updated on current changes and current like updates in the industry. If you see other people's work, you feel like, wow, I like what this person did, and let me also create that. And then you can find works. This is where you can source jobs on Upwork, Fiverr. You have 99 Design. These platforms have been there for some years right now, and it's difficult for people to get work on this platform. But once you make yourself known, you can also get it as well. I personally have tried. I've tried getting work. I got one job on Fiverr, but Upwork was not in my favor, so I left Upwork. But for Fiverr, I got a job there, and then freelance.com. I also got a job on freelance.com. Then for 99 Design, I've after uploading or setting my profile, I didn't get any. But the freelance.com and Fiverr are my lock point, let me say. All right, you can collaborate with local businesses or friends to gain. Some will say, I'm a graphic designer, but I'm not a motion designer. Let's collaborate together. Design, send your asset to me. Let me animate for you. So that's it. That's how the industry works. So thank you, and if you love this tutorial, please subscribe for more.